Hello everyone, Dragon Souls here. I'm having to actually make this video because I was live streaming earlier this morning, and I was live streaming this morning when Daryl came to the stream chat and was talking about assassination that went down, and what was my thoughts about it, and so we're gonna get to that in a second, okay? First of all, I want to give a massive shout out to Mike, who was in the stream chat earlier. He motivated me to do some things and the first Berserker that I almost quit on. I seriously almost came close to quitting, and I actually did my review for it, and what I said on that review, I meant it, and the score I gave it, I meant it as well. And it's up on live on my channel right now, so when it gets done processing, when YouTube gets done processing it, y'all can sit here and watch it, okay? I want to give you a little warning though. It contains a lot of cussing in it, and it contains a lot of rage in it. So if you're like Gods and Monsters and Daryl Lumpkins, you want to hear some raging and bitching going on, you're gonna want to watch that video. And it says final with 3 question marks on it because unfortunately, I'm not gonna go from there. All you gotta say is just watch it and you'll find out what happened, okay? But other than that, Daryl came in the stream chat and was asking me about the assassination that was going on, and what are my thoughts about it? Well, the guy's name is Christopher Lee or something like that. Christopher Lee. I can't pronounce his name, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna make sure I put it on the video and let y'all know that's who I was talking about. Apparently, it's all over YouTube right now. The reason why I didn't want to talk about it because at first I saw somebody bringing it up, on YouTube. And you know how YouTube and people are on YouTube nowadays, putting shit on YouTube that's not even true. And I want to make sure if it was true or not. And Tyrone Magnus was covering a lot of this, and also there was like a news thing on YouTube that they have on YouTube now. And they was all covering it as well about the assassination shooting that was going on. And to let y'all know, do I feel sorry for the guy and for his family? And the way I could say no, but that would let y'all know, tell y'all that I don't have a heart, and I don't give a shit about him or his family, but no, I'm not going to go off and say that crap, because right now there's a lot of people who are celebrating that this guy actually got shot and killed, because this I don't know who the fuck it is. All I know is they said that the person was wearing black and wearing a black mask, and they don't know who they don't know who the person is. They don't know if it's a man. They don't know if it's a woman. They don't know if it's a trans or what. I don't really care about the trans crap, And no offense to anybody any guy who turned himself into a woman. That's your business, I'm not against it, But I sure the hell ain't gonna go out with a guy who actually turned himself into a woman. Because if I want to go out with a guy, I'll go out and get me a guy. I'm straight, not gay. But anyway, getting back to the topics here. So do I know the person? Even a woman made a video on YouTube saying if you don't know who this person is, apparently you've been living under a rock for so long. Well, apparently I have been living under a rock for so long, and you can thank Patricia for that, because to be honest with you, I have never heard. I think I've heard this name before in the past. Several years ago when my best friend Danny was still alive, But it's been a long time since I heard of this name, I never seen it in a long time, until now, And I don't even know who the guy is. All I know is that I'm hearing that he's one of those guys that likes to put people down, trans, whatever, he likes to put people down, I don't know what, I can't even pronounce what they call it, I know what, I've heard of what they call them, politics, I guess what they call it. I don't know, but all I know is, he was apparently was talking about trans, and when he did, somebody went up and assassinated him, and shot him in the neck, and apparently, and when it stand, he passed away. He did pass away from that, and I'm hearing other people saying that he had apparently they shot him right in the throat. Right, they shot him right up in here, and blood was gushing all over the place, and I saw videos of after the shooting, after I heard a shot going, I heard a one shot going off. Next thing you know, everybody, I mean the whole damn place was going nuts, being panicking, running like hell, trying to get away, make sure they don't get shot, and this and that, and I saw the guy. He was like the guy that got shot. It was like this here with his arm like this here. And I thought he was going like this here because I thought it was right up in here. But when they were talking, it was right up in here where it shot at, where it hit him at, and they said that he fell back, and he was he was. I guess they were trying to rush him to the hospital or something, but he was already gone. It was already too late. Whoever shot him, they killed the guy. I don't know who. Like I said, I don't know who the hell it was. I don't know. They didn't say who it was. They're actually looking for the person who did it, And they do have the weapon. They did find the person's weapon that where the shot came from. They found the weapon. Right now they're asking people to for those who were there to get if they wouldn't mind, give them tips like pictures or videos, something like that. To give to them and give them hints of what he who this person is and where and give them all the information they need to track this person down, But seriously though, here in the U.S., it's supposed to be freedom of speech. We live here in America. Here in America, where we live, it's supposed to be freedom of speech. Means we're allowed to sit here and say and do whatever we want. But when it comes to shooting people who actually, like, say for example, say for example, I don't even. I'm gonna have to make a name up here. Say for example, there's a guy named Superman out there somewhere, and he goes off and he said, "Oh, I hate you black niggers." Does that mean that you gotta take a gun and fucking shoot the son of a bitch in the head for saying for saying what he said? No. I definitely am against that shit. You know, that's fucking stupid. Now, yeah, if you want to smack him upside the head and say, why'd you call me that? You know, or sit here and not beat him up to where you want to put him in a hospital, almost kill him. You know, but you know, punch him in the face or slapping him in the face, and say, why'd you call me that? You know, and then you know, like that. You know, that's okay, but no. Going around shooting people because they say something, because they say certain things. That was fucking bullshit. To me, that was fucking sick. That was fucking bullshit. And I hope they find this monster and kill and bring it to justice and kill it and bring it and sentence him to death. Sentence this person to death. Because like I said, it could be a man, it could be a woman. I don't know. All I know is they said they caught somebody. They thought they caught the person who done it, you know, but they found out it wasn't the guy who did it. So I think they released the guy that done it. I don't know. All I saw was a picture of a guy getting arrested, you know, that was there, you know. And they said that they found him, they got him, you know, and they realized, oh, wait a minute, we didn't get him, it was the wrong person, you know. So I think they let him go, you know, and apologize for what they did. But yeah, I seen pictures. The guy was 31 years old. He's got a beautiful wife, a real beautiful wife. I'm really jealous of him on that, you know. And he has 2 kids. I don't know if they're boys or girls. I don't know. All I saw is that he had 2 beautiful kids, and him and his wife was holding both of them. She was holding one, and he was holding the other in that picture. And then they was looking really beautiful, and they looked really good and really nice, you know. And you can tell they was a happy family, you know. And for someone to actually go up and do shit like this here, just because a person sits here, gets on the goddamn mic, and starts talking, you know, and I don't care if it's politics or whatever, you know, you're sitting here talking, minding your own goddamn business, and somebody has to sit here and fucking shoot you because you're trying to talk and say something about trans or something. Get the hell out of here with that shit. You know, that is really fucking sick. This, as I said before, and I'll go ahead and say it again, this is America. Freedom of speech. But where this shit is going, it's like people saying this, telling us Americans, look, it's America. You're an American, all right, but you're not allowed to say anything. If you sit here and say hello to me, I'll shoot you dead. That's fucking bullshit. You know, that's really dumb. You know, shooting somebody because somebody said something. It's freedom of fucking speech. This is fucking stupid. Really fucking dumb. All I can tell you is, do I know the guy? No, I don't know the guy. Never heard of him. I've heard of his name long time ago. I've heard of his name a long time ago, but I've never seen the guy before. And this is the first time I'm actually hearing his name, you know. But no, I've never heard of this guy. But I do. My heart, you know, seriously, my heart goes out to the family for what happened to her husband and the kids' father. My heart goes out to the family. Seriously, this is messed up. Donald Trump has already made a statement about it, you know, talking about it, you know, and we're like he said. We're living in the darkest days now, and this shit's crazy, you know. People are dying left and right, killing each other, you know, shooting each other, you know, whatever, you know. it's just not right. I can't believe this world has gone straight to hell now. And to be honest with you, ever since, it seems I don't know. I was gonna sit here and say something about someone that passed away, but yeah, ever since Hulk Hogan, there you go. Ever since Hulk Hogan passed away, which I found out, and that by the way, I did find out that he didn't die on purpose. Apparently, I'm hearing rumors that one of the doctors killed him by a surgery. They did it wrong. Somebody did it wrong in the right up in here in the neck somewhere, and when they did, they killed him. They killed him on purpose. So whoever done that, whoever doctor that went up and did the surgery on him, I hope they fired that person and that person goes to jail for that shit. That's stupid. And ever since that happened, now everybody's going around killing people and shit. You know, this is stupid, really dumb. So to all my subscribers out there, for those who was watching that video, my live stream I did earlier this morning, live on stream or especially on demand, I do apologize for any cussing I might have did to y'all and if y'all think I was cussing y'all out, want to let y'all know I was not cussing y'all out whatsoever. Even I owe Daryl an apology because I told him to go. I told him fuck you, and to him as well. So I do apologize to him and to anybody else who took offense, took it the wrong way. I am sorry for what I did and for what I said to y'all. I wasn't pissed off at you. I was pissed off at the game. So, again, I love each and every one of my subscribers, seriously. And I hope every one of y'all are safe out there, wherever you're going, wherever you're doing, friends, family, whatever. Just be safe, be careful. And, if you're living in America, in the U.S., if you're living in the U.S., all I can say is, for that one, we're just going to have to watch what we're saying, or someone's going to wind up shooting us, shooting us for even saying hello. Apparently we can't say that no more, so they're going to shoot us. But anyway, y'all have a good day, everyone, and thought I'd give y'all my thoughts about that. As fucked up, as really fucking stupid. And don't know the guy, really don't. I'm not gonna sit here and cry, or anything like that, but all I can say is may his soul rest in peace. And to the family, my heart goes out to the family. And I'm hoping they find this person who did it and bring them to justice.